Welcome back to another playthrough of Panzer Scenario 17, Land of the Giants. We're up to turn 13 now, and really getting into the mix here of kind of grinding it out here in the battle for the town, as well as south of the town here as well. A couple things have occurred. We've got a little pitched battle between our Tiger tanks down here in the south versus the SU-100s down here. We've got our major action here in the town with the infantry and Soviet tanks versus our King Tigers over here as well. And then the other action kind of to the north and a little bit back too is our Panzer Jaegers taking on the units that are trying to go for the victory hex up here, the bridge hex on here. And so far, the Germans have been having success. They're ahead in the victory point count. They do have a substantial victory at the moment, but the Soviets are pressing to knock out some of these Tiger tanks, possibly sweep around here and knock out some more of the infantry back over in here. So with that, let's get to it and see how turn 13 goes. So to start off here. Rolling for the initiative. So the Soviets actually get the initiative. Germans roll a 39. So they'll fire first again and move second. Now in the last turn, turn 12, they did not have success firing, but we'll see how they do it this turn. So we're immediately going to go into our attack down here to the south. And I'm going to zoom you in here a little bit so that you can see the action. So we've got SU-01. This is this unit right here. He is going to check for command, and see what he gets. They're going to get a short halt, and now they're checking target, and they're going to fire at 131 right here. Now, one thing I'm going to incorporate now, you can see in here, is the Quickdraw rule. This is something that came in the fourth module, which allows units that have a higher efficiency. And these German tanks do. These are veterans as opposed to seasoned over here. They can do what's called a quick draw, which Soviets will be able to shoot, but the shoot first. But the Germans will also be able to shoot back at the same time, and any effects will be applied at the same time. So we're going to try this out. I could have done this before. Didn't remember that rule until this turn. So we're going to try it out here, see how it works, see what happens with that within here. So that's what this quick draw is on here. So do an ammo check for the SU-01. Okay, they get good ammo, and they've got a 72% chance of hitting 131. They roll a 6, that's a hit. Location 3, turret front. So it's 44 penetration to 36, no variable penetration roll. Go straight to the damage. They roll a 9, that bruised them up. So that's going to knock them out. But remember now, 131 can actually fire back at the same time. So they're going to fire back at them, essentially the same shot to hit 72%. They roll a 49, that's a hit. Checking for location is a 3, that's a turret front. So it's a 48 penetration against 18. There's going to be no variable penetration roll. They roll a 0, which is they roll a 0, which is going to knock them out. They'll be knocked out as well. So both tanks were knocked out in the back and forth there. Alright. So next we go to SU-12, which is this guy up here. He's going to fire. He's going to command check. He's got to fire. He's going to target 132, which is right behind him there. He's obviously getting quick draw again, as I said, with the other one. So he'll be able to fire back and apply results simultaneously. SU-1 or SU-12, sorry, it's going to do ammo check. Is good. He's got an 84% chance of hitting him. Rolls a 25. That's a hit. Location is a turret front. 22 defense, so there's no variable penetration roll. rolls a 7 for damage, and that knocks him out. But now 101 is going to fire back, and they have a 77% chance of hitting. They roll a 67, and now the location is hull front, 18 to 20, 24 penetration, 18 defense. The hit is a knockout as well. So both tanks knocked each other out once again. So the way it's looking here, the way that the Quickdraw is working is at least knocking out both sets of tanks at the same time. Let's see what happens with 11 back here. He's going to go against 132. Does a command check, yep, and 132 will Quickdraw as well. Ammo check. It's good. 35% chance of hitting. Rolls a 59. It's a miss. Uh-oh, that's not going to be good. And 132 fires back at SU-11. 35% chance of hitting. They miss as well. So in that case, they both missed their shots. So with that little exchange through there, both sets of tanks were destroyed. There's just one SU-100 left and one Tiger left down here to the south. So you can see Quickdraw is kind of interesting concept in terms of the higher efficiency unit can attack at the same time and apply the results at the same time there. So now moving along, command check for 113. They are, I believe, or excuse me, 213. I believe that they are up here. No, it's 212. Sorry, just looking. Oh, I spotted. Oh, here they are. They're one of the reinforcements back over here. Checking to see if they're going to do any shooting. They are going to fire. They're going to fire at 222 right here. So they need greater than 83% to suppress them. So it's a low odds shot, and it's a miss. All right. So now looking at, I think that's supposed to be 211. That's this guy over here. Oh no, excuse me, 111. That's the tank. Yes, that's the tank over here. He's going to take a shot at 122, which is the Tiger over here, right over in there. Ammo check. He's got low ammo. 122 is going to do a quick draw because they are part of that same unit, so they can do a quick draw on there. So 111 has a 45% chance of hitting. Rolls a 64 as a miss. 122 fires back with a 63% chance of hitting. Rolls a 31. That's a hit. Location 4. Turret front again. So it's 48 to 32. There'll be no variable penetration. Rolling for damage is 8, and that brews him up. So the Soviets lost another tank on there. And now command check for 222. That is the unit. Hold on here. 222. Oh, he's the one in the town right here with the leader. He is going to get a move, trying to go after one of those units. 221 also gets a move. And 233 up here gets a fire. And they're going to take a shot at 212 right over here. 48 to 76 to suppress, 77 or greater to be effective. They're effective. Knocks down rifle unit, and they'll become suppressed as well. Alright, that's effective to knock out that post up there. Yeah, there's small arms. So then we do 232, which is right here, and they will get a 36. They're going to be moving to a 1. They're going to be moving as well. Now SU-22, Su-22, which is this unit right here. He's going to command check, and he's going to move. He's actually going to try to overrun. And checking 132. 132, where are you? Oh, he's up here. That's the IS-3. He's going to move as well. Alright. So that's all of the firing, or potential firing, for the Soviets. Now we're back over to the Germans. And they're going to have their version of 222, which is this guy right here. He's going to fire at 213, who fired at him first. So he'll suppress on 23 to 55. Greater than 56, he'll be effective. Rolls a 20. That's a miss. Alright. So now we'll look at 223, which is this guy over here. He's going to fire at 213 as well. 41 to 71 to suppress. 72 or greater is effective. They suppress him. Okay. Moving along here. Now we get 231. It's this guy over here. He's going to fire at 223 here in the town. 42 to 74 suppression. 75 or greater effective. Roll to 79. That actually will knock them out completely, and that's another Soviet loss. Okay, now we get 201. That's the command unit. He's going to fire at 222. 38 to 66 is suppressed. 67 or greater, it's effective. Rolls a 55. Let's see. I guess that was a miss there. I'm not sure what was on there. Apologize for that, but I guess I took it as a miss. Maybe because they're suppressed on there. Not quite sure. Anyways, 111, the King Tiger tank over here, is going to take a shot at them as well. 24 to 53 to suppress. Greater than 54 is an effective. They roll a 92. That's effective. That's going to reduce them. It's actually going to eliminate them. Sorry. It's going to eliminate them. They're already reduced. So that's 2 Soviets reduced. Now we're going to get 112 firing at 222. 24 to 53 suppression. Rolls a 14. That's a miss. And now we move up over to our Panzer Jaeger. So quite a bit of fighting over here. 2 losses of Soviet infantry squads to a half squad that was lost up here for the Germans. So we'll take that. That means it's a good day for them. Now let's take a look at PJ-21. That's our Jag Tiger taking a shot at the IS-3. 24% chance of hitting. Rolls a 30. That's a miss. Second one fires. 24% chance. Rolls a 26. Ooh, just a miss. And now we're looking at the Jag Panthers taking a shot at them. Firing at 132. They're going to have a 24% chance of hitting. Miss. And the second one, same shot. Rolls an 11. That's a hit. So they hit on the turret front. They're hull down, so they do hit on the turret front. 33 to 32, so we are going to have a variable penetration roll. Rolls a 4 and an 8. So the damage actually goes up by 1 to 34 to 32. And that's going to penetrate, and we'll look for damage. It's a brew up. So we've knocked out the other IS-3 in that hex. So now, the Soviets' losses are really racking up here. We're really doing well as the Germans. Just Just adjusting the counters here. Now it's the German move on here. Actually, sorry, that was actually going to be a miss because the range, I believe, on there was off on that. So that actually was a miss, so they aren't destroyed within there. So apologize for that one. Next, we move on to the German movement. I'm just going to zoom out here just a little bit. And we have one of our Jag Panthers taking off to go after this infantry up here. And they're going to move up the road and position over there. Hopefully take a shot at the IS-3. And then we have some other German movement here. The King Tiger down here at the south has moved over onto the road. And then we have our recon unit moving up to try to flank the infantry that's coming up on the town. Alright. And now we have the Soviet movement. And we've got the two infantry units, crawling towards the bridge here to kind of capture that as quickly as possible. And then we have an overrun occurring down here in the town. Let me zoom in for that one. Right here, he's going to overrun that squad right there. So it's going to be a 11 to 41 suppression, 42 or greater. It's going to be effective. Rolls a 44. He's effective. That actually knocks out that squad. And then they actually move forward. They're going to do somewhat of a suicide dash to try to go after those King Tigers over there. Hopefully they can get the first attack next turn. And then we have some of our infantry moving up over here from the north to the south. And then we have just to the south here the SU-11 moving up there as well. Then we move into our turret adjustment phase and full cover phase. You can see some units going into full cover, going into suppression removal, and that ends the turn. So that was all for turn 13. Let me just kind of zoom out here just a little bit, show you where we are. So the situation to the south here, we've got one Tiger versus one SU-100 left here in this shootout. We've got German infantry holding the south of the town, but we do have reinforcements that have moved up into the woods and trying to go after them over here, although the German SBW 250/9 has gone up to kind of flank them. We've got more Soviet units pouring in from the north to try to take the town. But the Germans knocked out two tanks. There was the IS-2 over here that was knocked out. And the IS-3 was not knocked out, that's right. So there's just one tank and some Soviet infantry were knocked out over there. So the victory conditions still are in favor of the Germans at the moment, although there has been a little bit more movement in terms of losses of German infantry. And the threat of taking the bridge up here is very, very heavy at this point, which will give the Soviets quite an advantage of getting 90 points per turn if they grab those on there. So with that brings us to the end of turn 13 of Panzer Scenario 17, Land of the Giants. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.